What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Mello with Marty's Buick GMC and Chevrolet, and in today's video I'm giving you your market update. Some prices have gone up, some prices have gone down. I've got the data, so let's get into it. All right, so we're halfway through 2023 and it looks like we may finally be seeing some real downward moves in the data when it comes to vehicle pricing. Good news, right? I've also got a very crucial piece of advice for anyone thinking about trading a vehicle in anytime soon, so make sure you stick around for that in the end of this video. But let's start with the Manheim Used Vehicle Index, which tracks used vehicle pricing across Manheim, which saw a 9.4% year-over-year decline. And Manheim, for those who don't know, is the world's largest wholesale auto auction. So when we're talking about that 9.4% decline on used, we're talking wholesale pricing, or what dealers are actually paying for vehicles at the auction. Now, generally, when we see declines in wholesale, it does take somewhere between like 30, 60, maybe even 90 days if the market's slow for that to translate into retail savings. So don't go running over to AutoTrader or Cars.com right now or Marty'sBuickGMC.com expecting to see 9% price cuts. We're still a little ways from that. That's great news. I do have a little bit of bad news, though, because although all the different automotive segments on the pre-owned side saw a decline in wholesale pricing, guess which one saw the least? Pickups, because of course, right? If we look at this chart here by Cox Automotive analyzing the data from Manheim, we can see that the luxury market is taking the biggest beating, followed closely by compact cars, but the pickup market saw the lowest year-over-year decline at negative 6.2%. Something else that stood out to me is Experian's Q1 automotive market report that shows used vehicle registrations are down 2% year-over-year. So based on what I'm seeing from all these reports, the used vehicle market does seem to be cooling off, which sort of, I guess, makes sense when you consider we've got decade high interest rates, we've got used vehicle prices at all-time highs. The average monthly payment right now on a used vehicle is somewhere around $525, $526. We've got banks backing out of the automotive space and automotive lending altogether. But what's interesting is that this doesn't seem to be slowing down new vehicle sales, because looking at the same report from Experian, we can see that new vehicle registrations are up 8.8% over 2022, and I'd probably attribute much of that growth is due to like the pent-up demand and the slow but steady increase of new vehicle supply. Now, through Q1, GM actually took the bulk of the market share, passing up Toyota with 17% of the new vehicle market. Good job, GM. But here's where buying advice gets a little tricky. Now, I know I say this in every market update video that I put out, but remember, there is still quite a bit of variance from region to region when it comes to pricing. I'm in the New England area, and right now I'm finally seeing inventory beginning to stack up at the dealership and others around me. And what happens, of course, when inventory rises? Well, you know, the prices begin to come down. In fact, this month at Marty's, we were cutting thousands of dollars off of some Sierras, and that's not something we've really been able to do for a while because up until even last month, trucks were pre-sold as they were arriving on our lot at MSRP or with a small discount. So, you know, everything that came in, everything was sold. We still had really no inventory. Trucks like Denali Ultimates and AT4Xs, as crazy as the MSRPs are on those, they're still selling at sticker and moving incredibly fast. They rarely last more than maybe a couple days or so, as the demand for those is still just crazy. But if you're the type of person that doesn't care about all the bells and whistles and you're shopping for a lower trim level truck, you should definitely be able to get a nice discount on something like a well-equipped SLE or SLT pickup, without question. The truck that you'll save the most money on right now are the Sierra Pros. Those are the ones with the redesigned exterior, but they still have the same interior as the previous generation trucks. Once again, if you don't really care about that kind of stuff, you just want to save some money, definitely check out one of the Sierra Pros. And remember at the beginning of this video where I said I've got a crucial piece of advice for anyone thinking about trading in a vehicle. Well, we know based on the data that used car sales are slowing and the prices are starting to come down on those. But when it comes to certified pre-owned sales, that number is actually up by over 5%. So if you're thinking about trading a vehicle in and it's new enough with low enough miles to qualify to be a CPO, you should be able to get better money for it than if it didn't meet that criteria. Dealers will be getting a lot more strict when it comes to buying and appraising used vehicles as they look at a downturning market. But they know that CPOs are moving fast, and you should know that too. Now, when it comes to interest rates, yes, we did get a rate hike pause this month, which was definitely nice to see, but It does seem like most of the market experts expect Papa Powell to go ahead and restart rate hikes next month. So that's something else to keep in mind. So if you're looking at buying maybe within the next 30 days, it may be better to pull the trigger sooner than later before more rate hikes, depending on what your credit score looks like. But to just round this video out, I didn't want this to be super crazy, super in-depth. Really, we're just seeing wholesale prices decline, which should translate to lower retail used prices in the next 30, probably closer to 60 days. Remember, though, that also means that your trade-in value is declining. But if you've got a vehicle that qualifies as a CPO, you're in much better shape. Truck inventory is starting to rise enough that discounts are here. So if you're buying a truck, make sure you're not paying sticker unless you're shopping for one of those really high-level trim trucks that are still in high demand and limited supply. I hope this video helped some of you out. If you want me to keep making these monthly update videos, please let me know in the comments below. I don't want to make them weekly. I don't really think you really shouldn't look at the market on a week-by-week basis. So every month, I'm down to make them if they're helping you out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am so close to that 100,000 subscriber mark. I really want to get there. If you're in the New England area and you're looking for a GM SUV or a GM truck, be sure to check out martysbuickgmc.com or martyschevrolet.com. OEM parts are available at martysparts.com, and I will see you all in the very next video. Thanks again for watching, and take care.